Have you ever wondered about the process in which the clothes in your closet are made? From the hat atop your head to the socks on your feet, each have been measured, cut, and stitched in a technique which has evolved over thousands of years. In this presentation, I will be discussing the transformation of sewing, from the needle and thread, to the invention of the modern machine, to the industrialization of the practice. The purpose of this is to educate a normal individual on the evolving practice of sewing over many years and how it has changed with industrialization. As all things, there is a beginning to sewing, and that is the simple needle and thread. An article published by the American Museum of Heritage cites a brief overview of the history of the sewing machine. In this paper, the author states that the first known use of a sewing needle was discovered by archaeologists who uncovered bone needles with eyes dating back to the first ice age. Later, iron needles were discovered in Germany, believed to be from the 3rd century, and an entire set of needles, including the earliest example of a thimble, was uncovered in a tomb believed to be dated back to the Han Dynasty in China. Examples of these are pictured to the left. Today, basic sewing needles are made of stainless steel, which are extremely precise in their point. The ones pictured to the right are ones I myself keep for my own use. Much time passed from the discovery of these needles to the creation of a much more efficient piece, the sewing machine. An article written by Serena Talk titled "The Evolution of the Sewing Machine, A Historical Timeline" credits French tailor Bartholomew Thimeur for the first patent to be placed on a machine, with an article written by James Hardy agreeing with this claim. The original purpose of this patent was to create a factory in which uniforms for the French army could be easily manufactured. An example of what this machine may have looked like is pictured to the left. It did not take long for other names to begin popping up in the industry, the most notable being Isaac Singer, who fathered the Singer Manufacturing Company, and in modern day is one of the most impactful companies in the sewing industry. As stated by James Hardy in his article, "Who Invented the Sewing Machine? A Brief History of the Sewing Machine." Pictured to the right is a piece I own, a tabletop Singer machine from the 1940s with a classic design. Below it is my more modern version of a machine, which are now typically made of plastic shells to allow for easy movability and a lower cost. Finally, we reach the point in which every industry comes to, industrialization. An article published by Dane's Sewing Machines gives an overview on the effect extreme industrialization has caused. Sizing of garments became more standardized as machines were programmed to cut and stitch exact measurements. The waste of material decreased due to manufacturing, and the accessibility of garments increased dramatically. More fashionable fabrics became common as clothing became easier to make, leading to a boom in the textile industry as well. Pictured is what a modern-day factory may look like, which creates the clothes on your back. The efficiency of these machines is truly unmatched. It is hard to believe that a whole industry was born from a bone carved into a point. When stepping into a store, the idea of how all of it came to be may never cross a person's mind. Somewhere in the world, a machine is measuring, cutting, and sewing the next piece of clothing you will buy. Understanding and appreciating the steps taken to create clothes will make you truly grow to appreciate the craft. Time has allowed the industry to become more efficient, affordable, and accessible for everyone.